Okay, yay, happy Sunday. Just to recap, you guys, if you're watching the replay, we are doing these every single Sunday, have been for the longest time, 9 p.m. Eastern. And we talk about various things. So tonight, you guys, no, I said Eastern Standard. Just so what we're going to be talking about tonight, as you guys saw from the posts and the pages, you guys, is two different things. We're going to be talking about planning and prepping, you guys, because I know that a lot of you have heard these things or have talked to your leader, or you've talked to other people on the teams, or you've heard the tips on other Zooms. But sometimes we need to hear ourselves. I can't even tell you how many times Kim and I even are just talking on the side and we're like, oh my gosh, and then we're recapping for each other. That is perfect, babe. We're gonna set it right here. And then we just kind of recap. I'm like, okay, well, we need to regroup, right? How many of you guys ever feel like you need to regroup? Okay. I don't care if your business is slow or your business is on fire. You kind of get to a point and you're like, I'm bonkers, either personal life, business, all of it. And I just kind of like need to regroup. Okay. And yeah. Both of my kids are yelling for me. That's so funny. Okay. So, and we just kind of need to regroup, honestly, once a week, you guys, is what I really feel like we need to regroup once a week. That's why I always recommend meeting with, oh, what the hell did I just do? Meeting with your, oh my gosh. Okay, sorry, my computer did something weird. We're good now, we're good. Meeting with your uplines at least once a week, or an accountability buddy at least once a week, even if it's for like 5-10 minutes. And really, that's all that it needs to be. Maybe sometimes you need to talk a little bit more about some other stuff if you're having a certain issue. But other than that, a good solid check-in once a week, you guys, are really good, right? If you think about it, like businesses of any kind, any person, any kind, any brand, anything, it is good to have a plan set in place and check on how that plan is working and running for you. What is working? What's not working? What do we need to tweak? What do we need to fix? What do we need to do more of? What do we need to do less of? All of those things. So that's what I'm going to talk about tonight as far as like planning stuff goes. And then you guys, a couple of us have just some things that we want to share with you that's just working really, really well right now. And we just want to give that example to you and let you know what it is, exactly how to do it, so you can go and have success with it too. Okay. It is what it is, point blank. That's what we're doing here tonight. So I want to hear from you guys in the chat. If you ever feel, drop a 1 in the chat if you ever feel overwhelmed in your business, whether it's a good overwhelmed or a bad overwhelmed, right? Drop a 1 in the chat if you just ever feel overwhelmed, right? And I want you to drop a 2 in the chat if you're ever like, I don't know where to start to not feel overwhelmed. I'm not really sure where to start. Like I feel like running like a chicken with my head cut off everywhere. Like I'm not really sure where to go from here. Drop a 3 in the chat if you ever are like, I don't really know what to post about. Maybe you haven't felt like that recently, but if you've ever felt like that in your business before, I'm not really sure what to post about or how I should be posting or things like that. Okay. Or you're running out of ideas of what to post about. Or if you ever feel like, man, I feel like I'm posting, I've already said this before. Like I'm surely everyone who pays attention to me on social media on my friends list has heard me talk about this. I talk about it. I've said it, I don't know how many times, right? And so, okay, a couple things, you guys. I went live in my team page a couple days ago. I think it was like Friday, and I shared like the circle of life of our business and what we do to build our businesses, right? And so if you guys have not either checked out my video, but you don't necessarily need to check out my video, Jackie posted a video. Almost everybody on here is in the 90-day Telegram chat. If you're not, we can also get you that video where Jackie Deering literally basically says the same things I do in my video, and we've posted it in there. You guys should go check that out again. Give yourself a refresher about that. Okay. So I can't decide if we should do tips first or if I should talk about this first. We'll save the tips for last. So I'll touch base on this. One thing that I did hear about from, her name is Ashley Renau. She's an ambassador diamond. I'm pretty sure it was Ashley. She said on one of her recorded Zoom that I just listened to the recording. She said, did you show up to participate or did you show up to activate? Okay. And this was something that I thought was really cool because we always say like, for instance, the 90-day chat, we want you to get in here and we actually want you to participate. Like we want you to do the things, right? But this is not that same kind of participate. When I say participate, this means like you're just showing up to say that you showed up. This is you showing up and like everybody gets a participation trophy, even though you won or lost. Whether you got first place or 32nd place, you get a participation trophy. Everybody gets the same one, right? That's the kind of participate I'm talking about right now. That means like you're showing up to Team Zoom tonight, but you take absolutely nothing away. You don't take any notes. You just took a picture and posted it on your story and said that you were on Team Zoom. You didn't actually pay attention. You don't take any of the tips that we do, or you don't like actually work the business, right? Maybe you just post. You just post. And that's the only thing. Can you guys hear me okay? Because like I have like my picture is like lagging. Okay. So this would be like you're just showing up and you're like just kind of like posting, right? You guys might have heard us say this: posting is not asking, right? You have to actually be doing the 4 core things that is the circle of life of this business. And that's we post, we message / meaning we're in new conversations every single day. We follow up with those conversations and we grow our network. So this new network that's coming in is coming back over here and seeing our posts. We're going to get in messages and conversations with them, and then we're going to follow up with them, and then we're going to grow some more people into our network so that they can see our posts and da da da. Okay, the circle of life of our business, right? Post, message, follow up, grow your network. Post, message, follow up, grow your network. Okay, there's 2 more that are really good, but those are the ones that I'm focused on right now. Okay, because if you are just showing up and you are just participating, you're showing up for that participation trophy, you're showing up to just enough to say that you're showing up, but you don't activate. Activate would mean that you are doing the posting, the messaging, the following up, the growing the network. You're doing the whole cycle. You're showing up to Team Zoom tonight. You're taking a picture that you were on Team Zoom. You're posting it in your stories, and you're also taking notes and taking a tip from Amanda or taking a tip from myself or Crystal or whoever, and you are putting it into action tomorrow or you're tonight. Exactly. Just like Kim said in the chat, you're applying what you learned. You're activating it. You're doing it. You're taking real action. You're doing the steps. You're following through, right? You're not just showing up to say that you showed up. Okay. Because if you guys just show up to participate and get that participation trophy, you won't get the actual reward, right? You won't get the results, meaning you're not going to get the money that you showed up here and started this business to get. Because most of us at the end of the day, yeah, that's what we showed up for, right? That's what we joined for, was for the money, because what the money could provide for us, what the money can buy, right? Not the money itself, but what the money can buy. And so I wanted to talk about that. So asking yourself, I'm going to ask you guys right now and put it in the chat. Did you show up to participate or activate? Put participate or activate in the chat. I'm assuming everybody's going to drop activate, right? Activate in the chat. I showed up to activate. So what I want you guys to do is start taking what you're doing seriously. Look, yay, I'm seeing activate in the chat. You doing silly little things like this. I used to think this was so silly. I'm like, oh, I got to put something in the chat, or in person, like, oh, you got to raise your hand at blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm raising my hand. Like, I found it so annoying. I'm not going to lie. But honestly, it's active. It sounds kind of silly now. It sounds like a pun now, but I promise no pun intended. But like, it's activating something within you. If you guys have ever watched or listened to anything that Tony Robbins says, he's a huge motivational speaker. He's like, say yes. Like, if this resonates with you, say yes. And he doesn't say yes. And it sounds like you're at some sort of weird, crazy person cult conference thing or something. But it's totally like mind power stuff, you guys. Like, genuinely, it's total mind power stuff. So we showed up to activate tonight. Okay. And so I kind of like went off on a tangent there and forgot what I was talking about. So basically, so we're showing up to activate. We're showing up to taking the action, and we're showing up to start taking things seriously and treating this like a business, right? And I am sometimes used to kind of shy away from this a little bit about telling people how hard you have to work to get to where you want to be. But I'm not going to do that anymore, because it's if someone is not telling you that you have to work, if someone is not telling you that you have to be strategic and intentional with your business, then they're doing you a disservice. Okay. That's like going to the gym, and that's like Kim going to the gym and she got a trainer, a personal trainer, Derek, right? And it's like her showing up to her session with him and her being like, he's like, yeah, listen, you got to do 3 sets of 10 reps of this. And she's like, but I only want to do 2. And he's like, oh, you're good then. Yeah, you can do 2. Yeah. No, he'd be like, why the hell am I here then? Like, why am I here helping you if you're not going to follow the regimen? Why are you here wanting to come here to get a goal? And I'm going to tell you how to get there. And you're telling me that, no, you're not going to do it. Like, this is silly, right? There's no point. You're not going to get the nice booty that you want to get if you're not listening to me, right? So that's the same thing when you guys come in this business. Now, the beauty of this business, and I think a beautiful, 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 beautiful thing, you guys, like, I will never tell you that I've been in this business longer than you, so therefore I know more than you, because that's not true. Okay. Someone can come in this business around the same time or even just recently and still be a lot better at some of the other things that I've had experience with for several years. But one thing I will tell you is that, especially Kim and I and Crystal, who are like super veterans in this business, we've been around for a long time, and we've went through some big valleys through this business of hustle, 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 hustle mindset, hardcore, give up everything, only work, like beast mode, and like sucked at other things in our personal life. Then we've been through things where we've kind of like let the business kind of slide off, and we're just hardcore doing everything else. And then we've all kind of come to a beautiful place of harmony where you can be badass at your business, running such an incredible, lucrative, abundant business while having so much rest time. You're not feeling burnt out, while having so much nice, wonderful, quality family time and other healthy relationships. Okay. And that's where I want to see you all at. But I don't want to tell you that you can get all of that without the hard work. The hard work is necessary, you guys, and don't be afraid of it. And it's necessary. You can work hard at this business and have amazing results and have a beautiful marriage, be a wonderful mother, all of those things. Take time for your self-care. You can have it all in that sense. Okay. So I really want you to hear me say that. And so some of the things that we're going to talk about tonight, I really want you to consider them. I want you to consider them, because even if you are not a planning type person, even if you are a fly by the seats of your pants type person, please consider them, because they will help you. Okay. And these are going to seem like so like general, like, really, that's all you were going to tell me? Yes. Yes, it is. Number 1, you guys, how many of you guys drop a 4 in the chat if you find it annoying and frustrating or time consuming to figure out what to make for dinner every night? Drop a 4 in the chat if you can relate to that. If you're just like, are you kidding me? Amanda's like, oh my God, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. Okay. How many of you, so a 4 if it's a dinner issue. Drop me a 5 if you have kids. Drop me a 5 if you have kids. I don't care if it's 1 or 16. It don't matter. Drop me a 5 if you have kids. So most of us are moms on here, right? Okay. So what I want you guys to do is get serious about planning your dinner. That's one thing that you can control. Okay. Whether your spouse cooks dinner or you cook dinner or you guys switch on and off, figure out what you're going to make for dinner for the next week. Do this on a Sunday, or maybe it works good for you on a different day of the week. Figure out what day of the week you're going to figure out what you're going to have for dinner. At least you don't have to go like super, super crazy. Like, oh my gosh, I'm having this Monday and this Tuesday and this Wednesday. Sometimes you might not feel like that meal when it comes to Wednesday, but guess what? If you can plan out at least 5 to 7 meals, at least 5 to 7, okay? Then, and you go to the grocery store and you make sure you have all the ingredients to make all of those meals. You're saving time from running to the grocery store for one stupid ingredient that you forgot. You're saving time by thinking of what to make for dinner and wondering if you have everything every night, right? You have it planned out. It's easy peasy. Some of them you might even be able to cook 2 of them in the same night, right? Might be able to have something with hamburger 2 nights in a row. So you fry enough hamburger the first night and you make the other half of the hamburger the second night and just use it over there, right? Whatever it is. This is so helpful, okay? This is so helpful, right? So that way, and it's going to help you with your money and your budget too. I'm going to tell you that, and gas money right now, okay? All right. So planning your meal. So write that down. Just plan your freaking dinners, okay? Plan your dinners. If you want to go as far as breakfast and lunch, have at her, snacks, whatever, but at least plan your dinner meals, okay? That's going to help a lot. In your kids, if they're old enough to do any kind of chore, give them some chores. Give them some chores so they can help out. Number one, this is going to help your kids be responsible, teach them to be self-sufficient, all the things, and it's going to help you from being stressing about all the stuff that you're not getting done around the house. Give them kids some chores if they don't already have some, okay? Even if it's just one, all right? And you can make it fun. Let's set the table. Like, you know what I mean? Like something so simple. A chore with a pet. Having your kids pick out their clothes the night before so you're not arguing with them the next day on what to wear, okay? Getting all of their stuff ready. Like, this might seem so, like, you're like, Kenzie, you're telling me how to do lifestyle stuff I already know, but I'm just telling you, I've heard it all too, but that doesn't mean that I always did it. So here's your reminder to do it if you're not doing it, and if it's going to help you. Okay, so those are my two tips that I wanted to give you as far as household stuff, okay, that are going to help you with planning and working your business. Second thing, you guys, planning your content. There are so many of you that are not doing this. You are not taking the time to do this because you're feeling like it's not actually working, or you're feeling like it's too time consuming, or you just don't make yourself sit down and do it. You need to do it because you're getting so busy throughout the week that you're finding that you're not able to do all of the posting or the videos and keep up on all of that stuff. But you could if you already pre-created it, okay? Take 20 minutes tonight, tomorrow, whatever, next day, and plan. It doesn't even have to be the full week. Even if you just plan like a handful of stuff, meaning you pre-record some TikToks and reels and get them in your drafts, okay? You take some pictures. You take one day, and listen, hear me. You do not have to have a day where you shower, you put your makeup on, you look fantastic, and that's the day that you're going to plan all your content. You can, but guess what we're also here to do, you guys? We're here to show up as we are. And if you don't look put together all the time, then you don't want all of your content to look like you are all put together all the time. Go to my pages. You will see plenty of pictures or videos, and in my stories and my TikToks and my reels where I look a hot freaking mess. I just so happened that I did shower today. So I'm showing up to Zoom, showered. I washed my hair, but I don't look like this most of the time. So I do create content when I feel good and look good, but I also create content when I look how I do on a normal day. Okay. So either way, and you're going to want both sets of that content because you're here to show up as you are. Because if you're only putting content out there where you look like a 10 in all of it, everybody that's watching you, all the other moms that are watching you are thinking, I don't look a 10 all the time. I don't look put together like she does all the time. Hell, I'm not even showered. My hair's always in a messy bun. I can't do this business. So if you show up as you, they're going to know that they can show up as them. Okay. So, but take the time to plan content as much as you can, batch it up together, save it in your drafts, write posts up. Okay. Put them in the note section on your phone. Snap a few pictures when you're outside. Snap a few pictures. Just like take a bunch of freaking pictures and get them loaded and saved. So that way, when you have a crazy, crazy, crazy day, you do not have to feel like a failure because you didn't do some TikToks or you didn't do some posts or whatever. You didn't have a nice, well thought out opportunity post because you had a shit day and you don't feel any ounce of inspirational. So you go into your arsenal, into your note section, and you pull out that post that you did write when you did feel inspirational, and you go post that one. Okay. So that is going to help you set yourself up for success. If you are not doing this, put it in the chat if you've been doing it. Put a 1 in the chat if you've been doing this. Put a 2 in the chat if you have not been doing this. Let's be honest, you guys. Put a 1 in the chat if you've been batch creating content, posts, videos, or put a 2 in the chat if you have not been doing this. Okay. And if you put a 2 in the chat, start doing this. This isn't to like call you out. This is to let you know you're not the only one that hasn't been doing it, is basically why I'm asking you to do that. Okay. And then So taking the time to do this, you guys, figuring that out. It's opening up your calendar. Okay. It's literally opening up your calendar whether you're on your phone or it's on a paper planner like I have right here. It's looking at what do you have for the week? What do you have for the week? What do I have for business for the week? What do I have for appointments for the week? What do I know that I'm going to be super busy and I'm not going to be able to be filming TikToks or doing this or doing that? Those are the days that you use your pre-recorded content. Okay. And then your stories, you guys, that's going to be all on the fly stuff. Okay. All on the fly stuff. Pretty much. What was the other thing I was going to say about content? I don't remember. So we'll come back to that. The DMO sheet. I'm going to touch on this again, you guys, the DMO sheet. It is posted in the groups. There's posts in the chats. If you do not have access to this or do not know where it is, let me know so you can get a hold of it. This is what you should be following daily to grow your business. Okay. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, following up, reaching out, doing your stories, examples, what to go live about, what you should do on your lives, all the things. It's in one little place. Such a huge tool. Okay. And then I'm going to give you guys some post ideas. Okay. So what I want you guys to write down, get out a paper and pen or get your phone out and start typing this. Okay. 5 things that you can do with $150. 5 things that you can do with $150. Okay. Your goals, write down the word goals. Okay. And now you're going to write down how your goal is going to make you feel, who your goal is going to impact, and how it's going to make them feel. Okay. Those are some examples right there. Here's another one. We need to be sharing other people's wins as well. So here's the deal. If some of you are sitting at distributor rank and you've never signed a distributor on your team, or maybe the people that are underneath of you aren't really doing much right now. And so you're like, oh, I don't really have a whole lot to share. Guess whose team you're on? You're on my team. You're on Kim's team. You're on Faith's team. You're on Crystal's team. You're on Amber's team. You're on Amanda's team. You're on Suzanne's team. We're all together. Like this, it doesn't matter. I share people's success that I don't even know over here on Cheyenne Knox's team. I don't freaking know why, because they're in the company. They're on my damn team. Okay. And we want to share their wins. Anybody, and especially people that you're in proximity with. So people that are in your team page or in chats that you're in and they're sharing their wins, you can share that and be excited. I'm so good. I'm so happy for my team member, Amy, you guys. She just brought in a new person to our team. We're so excited. Our team is on fire. Like, saying that real quick in your stories, talking about other people's successes, because not only do people want to know about you being successful, they want to know about other people being successful that you're in proximity with, right? So they're going to see that you're not the only one winning. People around you are winning, right? So I wanted to throw that out there for you. Okay. And then, so it is 9:28. And then I'm going to throw out a random, I have something else, but I'll save that for later. But I'm going to throw out this random thing. You guys, if you did not watch on Monday, the recording of the Zoom of Katie, Jackie, and Jade, Katie listed off very simple things that you can be doing to sign distributors. Okay. You want to be going out and growing your team right now. You want to be going out and growing you just want to be enrolling all the time, always, right? But like, get out there and grow your team. I just have a feeling whatever it is that they're not announcing yet and that they're not bringing yet, is just going to be even better if we have more people on our team. Okay. And that always just means, bigger business, bigger organization, all the things when you're growing your team. So one of them is host to post. So ways to grow your team, ways to get DTs, host to post. Okay. And the umbrella under host to post is any kind of host to post, doesn't matter. Offer them the business, get them in the VIP page, right? Or you could be utilizing host to post to do distributor host to post, right? You can do that. What else did she say? Oh my gosh. Live video. You can do a live video. You need to be sharing your story in all ways possible, sharing your story. So like doing that and then offering a call to action at the end. All of the other things she just said just literally left my brain. So I'll put that in the chat, you guys, because there were 7 of them. And why can't I think of any other thing right now? Oh, TikToks and Reels. Hello. TikToks and Reels about the business. Okay. And we'll just stick to that for right now because I don't even know what I was going to say. So Amanda, you guys was it helpful? Be honest with me. You guys put it in the chat, put a yes in the chat, put an emoji in the chat, something in the chat, and let me know if that was helpful. Let me know if you're going to start doing at least one of those things, you guys, because I'm telling you, they've helped me tremendously. And if you truly want a business that's going to flow, that's going to integrate with your life, with all the other craziness that you have going on, with being a mom, with showing up with all the other hats that we wear, take the time to prep for yourself. Take the time to plan. And so that way you can win. Okay. So Amanda, you guys has been slaying it on Host to Post since the day she was born. But also she's had she's had this Host to Post just really popping off the last few days, you guys, and it has literally been amazing. I'm going to start using it this week, and we want her to share with you guys what that is. So she's going to go through the whole shebang with you guys, and let you know about this freaking amazing Host to Post scenario. So take it away, Amanda.
Hey. Okay. So I'm gonna put it in the chat what the post is. And I always ask people to use it with a picture if they can when doing the hap. So you know what, I'm just gonna put exactly what I say. Like, with hap requests, send your hap request, and then I tell them this. I say copy and paste this to your Facebook page with the picture if you can. I don't tell them to tag me. Don't matter if they do. This is the hap, and then I give them a picture, just basically any gummy picture. I do have one specific one that I've been using with it, but I don't think I can put it in here.
So the Host to Post that they're putting up themselves, it only says my friend Amanda needs 10 testers in the next 48 hours. And then it's just a picture of gummies.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
And yeah. And then sometimes they don't even use the picture and it's still getting tons and tons and tons and tons of hits. My inbox this morning was so full. I was like, oh my God, okay, it's gonna be okay. Like I was overwhelmed, but it was a good overwhelm. I was just like, it's okay. Take 5 seconds. Yeah, Crystal said, check out my Facebook page. My last post has the same pic. She posted that the hat, but she made it a post. She posted it on her page today. If you want to check out her page, it has the picture I've been using. So yeah, tons of comments. Yeah, I seen that. So that is what has been working for me. I'm not even through half of the messages as of just yesterday.
I'm just like mind blown.
Yeah,
I'm mind blown at the fact that it literally just says, wait, right. Oh my gosh, no. Okay, your chat. Oh my God. The chat scrolled up, and all that I'm seeing is my friend Amanda needs 10 testers in the next 3 hours. I'm like, testers of what? Like, what is she talking about? I'm mind blown that it says that. Okay, I'm sorry, you guys. If that showed up on your end the same way, then okay. It says testers needed gummies. Okay, got it. Sorry.
No, you're good. I know. I'm like, what do you mean? Yeah. Okay, so yeah. So that's been working extremely well for me. Just getting tons and tons and tons of hits. And Host to Post, you guys, just sending hap requests in general is so good to be doing. I feel like haps are so important in this business, as far as getting referrals and whatnot. So I would, if you're not sending hap requests, I would definitely start. Because that's another thing that gets me a lot of haps up is sending hap requests. And I also want to add, daily, I'm constantly putting in my, well, throughout the day or at the end of the day, I'm putting in my points for the spreadsheet, the accountability spreadsheet. And that has helped me as far as keeping on task and knowing what I've done and what I still need to do. And just me being accountable as far as, you know, what I still need to do that day. So if you're not in or using the accountability spreadsheet, I definitely would, as much as you can. And usually I try to do it like throughout my whole day, but like yesterday, for instance, I did not put any points in. I was just busy with life in general. But at the end of the day, I still put all my points in for that. So I just wanted to touch on that and let you guys know, you know, I mean, I think it's very important to do that.
Yeah, I cannot freaking talk. Okay, so it helps you stay accountable. It helps you, it's kind of like, especially if you're a person who likes any sort of instant gratification, right? It makes you feel good that you're like, boom, got it done. And then if you're new, it
Yep, I
helps remind
accomplished
you
this.
what all we're supposed to be doing, you know? Amanda, can you, yeah, exactly like Crystal said, like some people, I mean, I'm sure, right? You're getting these post up, and there are some that aren't getting any comments. There's some that are getting a shit
Yeah,
ton,
right.
and then, right?
Yeah, not every hap is going to get, you know, hits, but just keep going. I would definitely give this hap a try, and you will get comments.
Yes. And so what are you doing through this conversation with people, Amanda? Are you can you share like some of like your example of your conversation that you've been having to where you ended up enrolling a customer or whatever? So going through what that looks like, the messages that you're sending, the questions that you're asking, if you're following what board, if you're using a board, and
Okay.
yeah, so we'll start with
Yeah,
that.
so I am pretty sure that, like, I put it in my own boards, but I'm pretty sure that I used the scripts from the closing scripts board of Tamika's. Hold on, let me find it. All right, so I'll put it in the chat. So I say, hey, just replying to your comment on our friend, and then I put the friend's name, post about the gummies. Did you want info? And they 99.99% of the time say yes. And then I send them this, which just tells about the gummies. And then it ends in a question. So we're always supposed to end in questions. And so me personally, I take off that last part where it says, would you be interested in trying it at my discounted price for 90 days? The second message with the pricing does talk about the 90 days. So it's not like it's not there. It's just me personally, I send that message and I don't like send it all at once. I try to go slower. I send the ingredients of, you know, the product sheet, and then I send the results pictures, and then I send this message which tells about the pricing and then how the customer program works, and then the last message, or the last part of the message says, do you want to start with 1 or 2 bottles?
Perfect. Now, if they are sending you any sort of like questions after that, are you getting any common questions from people when going through this?
Sometimes they ask if they how much sugar they have, because a lot of people can't or don't want to have sugar, and there's 1 gram of sugar and no added sugars. What else?
Or caffeine, maybe they might ask for caffeine or something like that.
Right. And then some people ask if they're gluten-free, which they are, right?
I don't remember. We
I'm
looked that
like
up, but I don't remember.
99%, 999 sure, percent sure they are. Yeah, because we looked it up once. They're
Yeah.
gluten-free. I would say yeah.
We did look it up and I already forgot.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, Crystal. Only thing that has gluten is Fat Fighters, as far as she knows.
See,
So
there can be, I'm for sure. So I'm like, right?
yeah. So is there something that you recently had an upsell to something higher from this gummies?
Yes, I've had a couple though. One of them was I went from gummies to the 14 Easy. And in the boards there is upsell messages. There's upsell messages in the closing scripts, and then I have upsell messages in my boards as well. So like, what is this? This upsell says, oh, here I can send it.
Okay.
So upselling to me used to feel so overwhelming, because I'm like, well, I don't want them to, not order, but I want to. A lot of the times when I upsell, it really, they 99% of the time it really helps. This,
Mm-hmm.
I can't find the one that I was looking for, but this one is an upsell for to add the wraps. I just put in the chat.
Okay, perfect. And you guys too, like I was gonna share after Crystal an example of starting with the big packs and leading with big packs and working our way down, or starting, like Amanda's sharing the starting with gummies and then upselling from there. And we can always upsell anyway, you guys, even if our post is about the Fat Fighters for $29 or whatever it is, I don't even know. And it's just a post about that, and you can even upsell them to something else as well. And I don't think that there is a right or wrong way. Like some people are like, oh, it's easier to start big and then work our way down, and then some people are like, it's actually easier to start with this and upsell them. And so there really isn't a right or wrong way. One thing that I personally have found is that when I make a post that is like Amanda's, then yes, I'm going to start with what the post is talking about, and then I'm going to try to upsell them. I made a status that I got from somebody. I don't know. A couple of the girls on our team have used it. And I know a couple of our girls have used it. I'm gonna put it in the chat right now, actually, because just to give you guys an example, since we're already talking about it. So it's one of those is status that I made, I think yesterday or 2 days ago. I don't remember. And it literally, sorry, trying to get to the chat here. This is the post. It just says, I'm looking for 12 people who are ready to lose 30 pounds by May at my cost, with some emojis. Okay. And so with those people, I'm literally just like, hey, like, and I'm voice messaging them. Okay. This is what I did. I voice messaged all of them and said, like, hey, Amanda, thanks so much for commenting on my post. I'm assuming that your goal, given what my post is about, is somewhere around a 30-pound weight loss. Can you share 3 things with me really quickly that is going to help you the best? Can you share your daily eating habits, activity level, and energy level? They're going to come back, and most of them are coming back with a whole friggin' paragraph, okay, on like all of that. And the more that they come back and more info they give you, the better, because you can truly, because at the end of the day here, you guys, we're here to help them. We're not trying to slap a few products on them and hope, that they get results. No, we want to help pair them with products that are actually going to give them the results that they want and the results that they need. Okay. And so what I'm doing is, most of these people, right, they have a 30-pound weight loss goal. So I am starting them all out with the 14 Easy Plus pack. I'm going all big. Like that's where I'm like, all right, let's go. So that's what I'm sending them. And I'm literally, after I send them the voice message, they hit me back with answering those questions. I am following the boards at, I'm doing exactly what the boards say in the closing scripts. Okay. And if you guys are not in boards, you should be using boards because it's so helpful. There's some things that I still use my text replacement for because it's just easier for me to use some of it that's I've already had and used forever in text replacement. But the boards is amazing, especially with the new products, with the new things, and that the way that, like, I'm in a ton of different boards, but Tamika has like a couple of these laid out for us, so why not freaking use them? Crystal just dropped the link to the closing scripts board in the chat here. If you guys are not in there, get yourself in it because it is so helpful. Because this is exactly what Amanda was talking about. She's getting those scripts that she's talking about. She got them from that board. Okay, it's literally for all the products that we have, all the packs that we have, pricing, before and afters, everything. Okay, so it's going to set you up. Now, sometimes I tweak it a little bit, like Amanda said herself, right? If you're like, ooh, like I like adding my own little personal touch here, or maybe you already answered one part of what it says in the script, like you already answered it up here, or vice versa. So you take that part out, blah, 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 right? So pay attention to what the boards actually say, right, as you're going through that conversation. But I'm literally, so I use that post. Everybody who commented on it, I voice messaged them, told them to share their daily stuff with me. And then I'm following the board script for the 14 easy pack right away. Okay. One thing that I did add to the message that tells them the pricing is I like had to tweak it a little bit and let them know like, hey, you can upgrade or downgrade your products to fit your results or budget if needed each month. Like that's what I said. That's what I added. Okay. And like, so I could let them know that they didn't have to get the $235 pack for all 3 months if they didn't want to. They can switch it up, they can add something or take something away. And so you guys, I ended up getting a customer. I did this all from this post. I ended up getting a customer that she was like, she came back and was like, that doesn't really work for me. Do you have something with just the coffee and the TFX? And I said, yep. So I sold her 2 bags of Skinny Brew and TFX. Okay. And then 2 of the other girls one girl grabbed the 14 easy plus pack, and then another girl was like, oh, my husband said no. She was like, my husband said no, so he said it's too much. And I'm like, all right, well, I got some other product packs that we can. And I didn't go like, okay, let's just get you the smoothie. I was just like, oh, okay, let me show you the other packs. And I showed her what options that she had just with the big packs. I didn't veer from it. I stayed right there, and I was like, all right, let me show you the other packs. And I showed her the other packs. And then she was like, maybe it would just be best if I just got the first one. And then the other months I could do the other 2 packs that you showed me for the other 2 months. I'm like, yep, let's do it. So she's starting with the big pack and she's planning on changing to the other packs, but they're still big ass packs. The other, you know what I mean? So don't be afraid. And I was kind of like, ooh, like when I'm not gonna lie, you guys, like I was like, ooh, $235. All right. Woo. Oh my gosh. And then I'm like, no, that's stupid. I'm like, this is such a huge value with these packs, you guys, the 14 easies. Because if you think about it, most of the people that we're talking to, think about this for a second. Most of the people that we're talking to that really want to lose weight, they have some sort of issue with their food. Either they're eating like crap, they're not eating enough, they're skipping meals, or the meals that they are eating are like crap because they're in such a hurry. Can you imagine the fact that we get to give them, we're not giving them a weight loss product when we give them the smoothie. We're just not like, here, take this so you can lose weight. No, we're giving them something that they can use as a meal replacement, that tastes amazing. So many of these people that I'm talking to, I'm like, they're so excited to use a smoothie for lunch. They're literally so excited to use the smoothie for lunch. Like, and I told them, I went through the things with them, like you can make it with just the water, or you can add such as, I'm talking them through all of that, or you can add something else or whatever. I'm like, but you are getting protein, antioxidants, vitamins, minerals. It tastes amazing and it's so simple to make. Like it's giving you such good stuff. Like this smoothie is a freaking game changer, you guys. So don't be shy. Okay. Do not be shy when talking to people about these 14 easy packs. And I feel like I'm late to the game for it almost, because I'm like, man, why didn't I start doing this when they first came out? I should have been leading with the 14 easy packs since they came out. But you know what? I mean, it is what it is. Sometimes we have a hard time with adjusting. You know what I mean? Sometimes I'm like, like all this new stuff. I don't know what I want to do. Okay, I know what I want to do now. I want to start leading with these packs when all possible. And they're amazing. And let's just face it, y'all, people are getting their tax returns back and they're ready to drop the cash on getting themselves spoiled. Okay. And not only are they spoiling themselves, they're getting good results and they're getting them fast, you guys, and ready for summer. Exactly. They're getting results fast. Like with these product packs, they're set up to get people to start seeing results in 14 days. what is amazing for our customers? What does that do for us when our customers are seeing results faster, right? Happy customers that order again and again and again and again and send us referrals and referrals and referrals, right? So do not be shy to lead with these 14 easy packs, whether you're leading with them or you're upselling to them. Okay. Do not shy away from them. So that was one thing that I wanted to share. And then also what I started doing too is I started giving all the people that I'm talking to from my status from this, like, oh, I need 12 people or whatever. Okay. I'm asking them to host a post and I'm giving them that status, only I'm changing the number because my status said I'm looking for 12 people. So I'm giving them the status to post for me. Like I tweaked it to say, instead of it saying me or it says Kenzie, right? And I'm changing the number to like 5. So then they're thinking I'm over here selling all these packs. I'm running out of people. They better order, or their people better order, because now there's only 5 people left, right? I'm spinning it and putting some urgency on it. So that's my tip on that. So anyways, that's all I got to say. That's all I got to say about that in my Forrest Gump voice. And I'm going to move it over to Crystal. I still have Amanda pinned too that whole time I was talking, I think. Oh, I know what I'm doing. It's fine. It's fine. Crystal, you have some amazing tips to share tonight too, as well. So I'm going to spotlight you, girlfriend, and you take it away.
Well, funny thing is I was going to talk about upselling, but I can add in some extra little things. So I will do that. Okay, so just basically mindset on upselling, kind of like Kenzie was saying, you want your customers to get good results. You want them to get the results that they're looking for so that they will continue ordering after the 3 months, which is that residual income we make, right? And even when they're getting results too, you guys, they can bring you referrals. They can send you their before and afters. Make sure they are getting a before picture. I always tell them, make sure you let me know when you get your package in so I can help you get the best results. I voice message them, just some simple instructions on how to take it, best ways to take it, etc. And tell them to take their before pictures. And then, if they start sharing their results with other people, or other people start seeing their results, they're going to ask. So that will bring you more customers. And then that can also lead them into wanting to becoming a distributor, right? Sometimes customers become great distributors, right? I was a customer for 10 months with Kenzie before I joined. So keep that in mind too. And not only does upselling help our customers, but it helps us. It helps us make more money because the higher BV, the more commissions we get. Also with the 4 and a friend, okay, we need 4 customers at 240 BV. If you're selling 1 bottle of gummies or 1 bottle of TFX at 30 for each of those 4, that doesn't add up to 240. It's an average of like 60, 4 customers at 60 is 240, right? So you want to make sure that you're upselling so that way you're getting that volume that you need for your $50 bonus, you guys. We get a $50 bonus just for having 4 customers at 240. Throw in that extra DT within that 30-day time frame, and you get that extra 100, and that's where that 150 comes from. But you still get $50 from getting those 4 customers or more at 240 BV total. Not only is it going to help you with getting your $50 bonus or 150 bonus for your 4 and a friend, but it's also going to help you promote so much freaking faster. Because if you're bringing in people at the packs with 100 BV, 4 people, that's 400, that's a qualified leg. All you need is 2 qualified legs to promote to executive. That's 8 customers on a pack. And then teaching your team to do the same thing, that's what's sometimes kind of hard, is like teaching them, but you want to make sure when you're bringing people in, you're teaching them to upsell. Because if you're not, they're bringing in lower BV, they're not learning, they're not offering these better products to people to take together. So it's going to help you promote faster, make more money, grab the bonuses, all of that. So don't be scared, you guys. I usually, personally myself, I usually upsell them after they send me their information. So I'm always asking them for their information to put their order in myself, because sometimes if you just send your website to people, people forget, they don't order, they order wrong, like retail price, or they pay them a $50 membership fee and they didn't mean to. So I'm always assuming the sale and getting their information from them. So do not be afraid to ask for that, because 95% of people send it to me and I've never even talked to them before and they're not scared. So so I asked them the upsell after. So I'll drop some example messages of upselling here in the chat. But a lot of them also, I do that after I get their information, because they're way less likely to back out because they already sent me their information, right? And don't be scared that they're going to back out, because I don't even know if I've had a time where somebody has backed out from asking them if they want to add another product to get better results. You know, they're just usually like, if they really don't want to, they're usually like, oh no, thank you, I can't afford that. Or I forget what I was gonna say, but most of the time, you guys, most of the time they say yes. Just that simple, quick question that took you 2 seconds got you a lot more BV. Let's see what else I had on my notes here. Also, we have free shipping over $99 right now. So that's an easy upsell. So easy. If they're getting a pick 3 for, what is it, 92? Is that right? 82, 92? I can't remember. I love to add on fat fighters. Fat fighters are amazing, especially for your bad meals, so that they don't gain weight when they have those bad meals. We all have these bad meals, or the cake that we want to eat, the ice cream or whatever. And it's our cheapest product. It's $30 and it is one of my favorites. I love it. So that is usually an easy upsell, you know, saying that they can add on free ship, or they get free shipping if they add on the fat fighters, depending on, you know, what you're selling. Or like the slimming system, which is $89, add on fat fighters, you get the free shipping. The free shipping is going up to $149, you guys, on April 4th. So the cool thing about that is right now the packs, since they're over $100, they're free shipping, which lowers our BV just a little bit. They do lower our BV a little bit. But with it going to $149, if you sell a pack, you're going to get the full BV, which is awesome. But not only that, you can upsell, add on a fat fighters, and they're going to get free shipping. And then you're getting even more. And then what they were saying on the call too is like going back through your customers that are ordering like $100 or so and telling them, hey, like, did you want to move your auto shipment up to like April 2nd or something like that, getting their auto shipment in earlier in the month so you know your BV, so that way you can keep that $99 free shipping for this month, or going back to your current customers and that order around 100 or so and saying, you know, do you want to add this on because our free shipping is going to be $149, and upselling that way too. Another thing I like to do is I like to voice message. So I'll voice message about the upsell. Like if I'm trying to upsell them from TFX to a 14 Easy pack, I'm voice messaging them. I mean, I use all of the 14 Easy products. I'm obsessed with the smoothie, the skinny brew, like all of that. I'm just literally voice messaging them and telling them how much I love it, how great they taste, and how much better results they're going to get. And I briefly explain each one. Voice messaging is huge, you guys. Making sure that you're sending pictures of results with your messages. You need to send pictures of results with your messages, because they need to see those results. That's what gets them to buy. What do they say? I forget, something results sell, but I don't know. I don't remember what it was, but I don't remember. But anyways, and then follow-up. So I have a follow-up I've been literally sending to any TFX potential customer, any gummies potential customer, smoothie, skinny brew, just asking them if they want information on our new weight loss packs. And you guys, it's working so well. They want information, even though they know obviously it's going to be more expensive. They want information because they want all the products to help them get the better results. So I'm sending that with the 2 pictures that corporate put out. With it has the description of each product, and then it has a picture with each pack in the pricing. So I'm sending that when they say yes, I'm sending that and a message with it. So I'm going to drop these in the chat while whoever else next talks. But hopefully That was helpful. I'll drop some upsell messages I use and then my follow-up message about the packs.
No, Crystal, that was so good because hold on, I'm trying to change my view so I can see everybody. So no, that was really good, especially you guys. One good key thing that she said was that results photo with our stuff. I forget to do that sometimes too. Like I'll be so on a roll with my scripts and I'm like, oh man, like I should send a results photo. And so if you have some people that you've been in a conversation with that you didn't quite finish up that conversation or you're waiting to hear back from them, and in that conversation you did not send a results photo, send a results photo when you go to follow up with them. Okay, go do that within your next few days as you're following up with the last few people that you talked to. And then that Fat Fighter upsell, freaking gold, because if people are using our coffee, our gummies, our TFX, anything, even if a cleanse, if they're using one of our products that has to do with any type of weight loss-ish result, ask them if they want that Fat Fighter. And honestly, like, even if you got somebody buying some facials from you and you're like, hey, would you like to add our Fat Fighters on? I mean, hey, whatever, right? Or some people like to upsell the cleanse too. You know what I mean? Like upsell the cleanse to, reset their system and do all of that stuff. So that was all really, really good stuff, Crystal. Thank you so much. And that is pretty much, you guys, all that we had. Crystal just dropped some gems in the chat for you for follow-up messages if you guys want to screenshot it or copy and paste them and save them real quick. First of all, thank you guys for showing up tonight. Okay. Thank you for showing up, and not only showing up to participate, but showing up to activate. Okay. This is such a big part of the year. And, just deciding, like, we're on chapter 3 of 2022. Okay. I don't know how your chapter 1 went. I don't know how your chapter 2 went, but chapter 3, we're not even halfway through. We're almost halfway through chapter 3, but we're not even at the halfway point. Okay. And so there are so many things that you can still accomplish by the end of this month. We'll more than likely get paid tomorrow because it's the 14th tomorrow or something. So we'll probably get paid tomorrow because we never get paid on time. We get paid early because It Works is amazing. And you guys just decide that you're going to start or continue, because some of you might have already been doing it, right? Obviously, but taking advantage of this DMO sheet, planning stuff out. You don't have to go crazy planning every single little thing, but making some small intentional habit changes to make sure that you are setting yourself up for success, that you are preparing for it. Okay. Take advantage of the system of the boards. And so that way you guys can already use the messages that are put in place. If you want to tweak them up. If not, if you don't have before and after pictures on things like the systems, or you're trying to get yourself out there, tiptoe out into the water of really upselling to these packs or leading with the packs, start doing it. You guys, start doing it tomorrow. Start doing it this week. Start talking about these bigger packs, and you will be surprised at how many conversations that you get into. And you're like, oh, wow, okay. And then you're going to get excited about it. You're going to be like, everybody needs to get a pack. I'm slanging packs. Like, that's what I'm doing. Okay, that's what you're going to do. So we're going to have an amazing week. You guys are worthy. You are deserving. You are enough. You are more than enough. You are capable, and you got this. Okay, you guys are going to slay your freaking goals. And I'm so excited to see you in the chats. I'm so excited to see you guys staying accountable in the accountability chat if you're in there. I'm so excited to see your booms on the cover photos. I'm just so excited for all of you and what you're going to do this week. And let's go rack it out. Oh, tomorrow, that's what I was trying to remember. Tomorrow, Jade, Jackie, and Katie are going to do their Zoom on Monday, right? Isn't it Mondays? They do them Monday nights. I'm pretty sure Monday nights. Here I am trying to give you a reminder that I don't even remember myself. So, but I'm pretty sure it's Monday nights. Oh yeah, it is. It was only changed to Tuesday the other week because of the first of the month. So tomorrow, yes, there will be a Zoom, and we will have that information shared for you guys so you can hop on, because who does not want to learn from 3 top earners, right? In the company. I want to know what the heck they're doing. And I always want to know what the heck they're doing. I'll be the fly on the wall everywhere. So happy Sunday, you guys. Let's kill it. Let's have an amazing week. Love you all. Don't forget to take a picture if you want to post it on your story. If you didn't do that, we'll still stay here and smile. Hey, hey. And I also posted one as well earlier when Amanda was talking. So I got you, girl. And I'm going to stop the recording. And so whoever needs to take a picture,